Hi all the students and parents. Please take note, a very important video for all of you. So the Sunday is gone, giving tests, and the test is finally over. So you all would be thinking, so now we don't have to deal with this test anymore. But is it actually over? No. What is left? The most important part of the test. Yes, that is the analysis. Analysis of the test is we believe is the most important part of giving a test. If you've attempted a test and then just it goes down without taking any analysis or taking noting your strengths and weaknesses from it, then that test is even worse than giving one, not giving one. So now we will be seeing how we can use these analysis for our benefit. So all of you would know from where did you give your test. So in the same login, there is a detailed analysis that is available for your perusal. You have to see each and everything that has been provided so that you can know where did you falter, what were the topics that you thought you were well prepared of, but still you could not answer the questions related to it, or otherwise the things that the subtopics, the topics that you think you could not do well with. So everything will be taken care of. So how do we analyze the test? We'll start from where you attempted your test. You'll click on the same test that you attempted. Now it would have been shifted to the attempted window. So once you click, this analysis window comes up. So this is the detailed analysis window. Here, if you can see that the cutoff percentage and your percentage, a comparison of the same is given, and your overall score and the percentile is also mentioned. So there is a difference between percentile and percentage. So percentile basically talks about the number, the percentage of students who are above you and who have performed better than you in the same test. And it is percentage is absolute and percentile is relative. So you have to take care of that, right? Now moving on, talking about score summary and attempt quality. So score summary, most of you would have seen in many of the other tests also that you would have given before. So it gives you a snapshot of subject wise your answers that were correct and answers that got you negative marking. Yes, that is the wrong answers, and the questions that you didn't attempt, so that you would know that subject wise which subject did you do better in and which subject needs more attention for you in the future. Also, what we at Edusqaure would want to advise you and would want that this number of these wrong attempts should go down because it gives you negative marking. So only mark the questions that you are very sure of, and you know that you have arrived at the correct answer. All right. So now talking about the attempt quality. So here four types of attempt quality are given. That is a great attempt, a fine attempt, an imperfect attempt, and a careless attempt. So how are these attempts measured? So at the back end of this app that we've provided in the system, the back end, we have analyzed and we've put a lot of questions. The faculties have tagged them according to the type of questions they are, what would be the ideal time required to attempt them. Also based on the various number of attempts the students would have made over the years, our our system that is based on the artificial intelligence that takes care of all the data that comes into the system and then gives you a real picture of how well the question was attempted in relative to the attempts that have been made earlier, right? So what is a great attempt? That is when if you've done it even in the lesser time than the ideal time was there also, and your answer is also correct. A fine attempt is one where you took a lot of time but still you got the correct answer. Imperfect attempt is the one where you took lesser time and the answer was also wrong. And careless attempt is where the question you took a lot of time, and even the answer that you marked was not correct. So that these careless attempts are the ones that need to be minimized, and that should not be there in your tests. So whenever you're analyzing this, if it is your first test, then you have to keep a relative analysis of all your tests, and you have to see that these careless attempts have to go down. Your overall score has to slowly come up, and also overall score, and sometimes the total number of the total score might go down or go up. So you can look at the percentage. So your percentage that you're getting in a test should definitely be slightly, or should be higher in your next test. So you have to always keep a tally of that. you have so you have to see your relative performance and not anybody else's. Always analyze yourself with your last test performance only, and not with your peer that much, because obviously everybody have their own learning paces and everybody have their own learning styles, right? So moving on, now coming to the subject wise analysis. Here you can see, the a snapshot of the chemistry is given. So as I told you, at the back end, each and every question is tagged according to the subtopic, the topic, the chapter it belongs to. So this gives you a snapshot of all the subtopics that were there in the test, and how well you have done according to the topics, so that you can know which topic you need to work more on, and which is your strength and which is your weakness. This will take you a long way. So you have to keep a very good check on these and see what are the areas that you need to work on, right? So this is again chapter wise analysis. Now the most important thing, view question wise analysis. Inside, now once we have the snapshot, we know which subject we're doing better in, where we need to improve on. We go into each and every question in detail. So here again, you can see the type has been mapped, the ideal time is there, and what is your time. So you can compare your attempt, where does it lie. Also, you can again view the solutions to the particular questions, right? So here again, there is a you can click on the tab of view solution. There's a solution that comes, so that you can compare, where did you go wrong, or even if you've attempted that question, maybe there is a better way to attempt it, or probably there was sometimes you arrived at a correct answer, but the method was wrong. So you need to check each and most of the questions based on that, right? And it is question based analysis is very important, because you don't have to forget about the questions that you didn't do well in, because that is the most important part. Because the purpose of this test is so that all the questions that were there in the test, at least you should know how to do those questions and those concepts, because you would do the analysis and you can learn the solutions there. It is a segregated thing. So you should at least be very sure about these questions. Next time if they come into any test, you would know what the solution is, what the concept is, and how you have to attempt it. So here again, in the question wise analysis, you can clearly check what was the type of the question, and you can then analyze if you're doing very well in theoretical type of questions, or maybe concept based, or probably what is your strength and what is your weakness, which sort of a question is your strength and what is your weakness, and how you can improve those. And then moving forward, you can also take help of your mentors, take help of your faculties, and they can guide you over how you can improve your attempts in the tests. But first you need to be sure about it, and parents need to help their children, help their wards in this, and sit with them and do these analysis for them, at least in the first test, right? So I hope that most of you would know now from where you can see the detailed analysis and what is the purpose of this analysis, so that you can from this test onwards and to all the tests that follow, you would always analyze your test in depth and you will come up with discussions with your faculties, and also that would see a marked improvement in your performance in the next test. We guarantee you that. So all the best. If you have any queries, you can always come to us for that, and you can text us and we can discuss it with you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.